One Jacksonville High School student is still giving thanks for her first appearance in New York City.
Drier and cooler weather returning to East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, it was a big weekend full of wrestling. It was a big weekend full of basketball. We have the full recap right here. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hi, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Mania Grace Van is back home in Jacksonville. A week and a half ago, the Jacksonville High School junior was marching in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. The 16-year-old Van earned her place in the national spotlight in January when she tried out for and was placed in a high school marching band composed of teens from across the nation.
I received an email and it said, "Congratulations, you're going to be a part of the Macy's Great American Marching Band and will be marching in the 97th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade." So I called my mom. She was very excited.
Van said she and the other dancers selected to participate in the Macy's Great American Marching Band had to learn a complicated palm routine on the spot. But she was able to catch on quickly and get the full Thanksgiving Day parade experience on the streets of New York.
It was very fun. It was very exciting. I got to see Jimmy Fallon. He was in a golf cart passing by. That was cool. But yeah, I was very excited. I got to see kids. It was a lot of fun.
The teen practiced dance for years at Crazy About Dance in Alexandria, and she said that her experience on Dance Line in Jacksonville also helped prepare her for the big opportunity.
I would say that my dance teachers and my band director and all my dance instructors have helped me tremendously to get to where I am.
Van says she's glad that she took a risk to try out for this opportunity.
I had a great time because I tried to do something, so there's no downsides of trying at anything.
When we come back, Christmas celebrations are happening all over East Alabama.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waltrip Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
With that countdown, Anniston officially lit its Christmas tree Friday night in front of the building that is being renovated to become the new City Hall. It's the 117-year-old federal courthouse at 12th and Noble, and about this time next year, it's scheduled to reopen as the headquarters for Anniston city government.
Meanwhile, that intersection will be the focal point of Tuesday night's downtown Anniston Christmas Parade, which is set to get underway at 6:30 p.m. a few blocks north. The Anniston Parade will begin in front of the city's meeting center at 17th and Noble Streets. The parade grandstand will be located at 12th and Noble, where there will also be bleacher seating available for the public. Several food trucks will be setting up in the parking lot behind the grandstand. And pictures with Santa will be available once the parade ends inside Classic on Noble.
Meanwhile, Oxford plans to start its Christmas parade Thursday evening at 6 o'clock with police blocking off adjacent streets starting at 4. Parade floats should gather in the Martins parking lot where volunteers will line them up. Cars, beauty queens, and motorcycles need to be in the First Baptist Church parking lot by 5 p.m. Bands will begin gathering in the parking lot and street in front of Rice & Rice Law Firm. The street will close at 5 p.m. Because the parade will be passing through 3 different street areas, it is recommended that spectators gather on Choccolocco Street, Main Street, and Snow Street. The parade will end at Stewart Street.
When we come back, Jacksonville residents may have to change their driving patterns Tuesday to accommodate some utility work.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
On Tuesday, the Jacksonville Utility Maintenance Shop will have the road closed along Church Avenue from its intersection with White's Gap Road Southeast to the intersection of Tarver Street Southeast. The road will be closed starting at 8 a.m. and should be open by 2:30 p.m. if all goes well.
Well, we've had lots of cooler weather than what we've had this week. It's a little bit more mild than it was last week, but the wind, wow.
Yeah, it's almost like fall at the beginning of winter.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I hear that those wintertime temperatures are going to creep back in.
And who's going to tell us about them?
John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John, tell us about the weather.
Mike and Katie, those colder temperatures are indeed returning to East Alabama. We're counting down to Christmas time, and it's going to feel more like Christmas weather coming up this week. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Another day with temperatures above the average here in East Alabama. Plenty of sunshine today, crystal clear skies, 66 for the high today, a few degrees above the average. Right where we should be for the nighttime low. We were at 39 this morning. The average is 38. Our record high temperature is 78, the record low at 20. And those days continue to shorten. 6:33 your sunrise on your Tuesday morning. Sun setting this afternoon at 4:35. Weather on your street on a Monday night, clear and colder. That's the word out on Ware Street in West Anniston. Plenty of stars out there tonight. If you want to see that, we are going to have no clouds whatsoever. With that, the temperatures are going to drop tonight all the way down to 34. I think most folks staying above freezing. Coming up tomorrow, not quite as warm as today. Out on Moana Drive in the Alexandria Valley, it's going to be sunny again tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine and blue sky, but cooler temperatures. Temperatures back to about average for this time of year, as we should top out at around 60 degrees on your Tuesday afternoon. And for the rest of the week, we have no rain in the forecast for the rest of the work week. It will be dry all week long on Laurel Lane up in the northeast quadrant of Jacksonville. We'll have temperatures in the 50s for a couple of days. Toward the end of the week, we'll be in the 60s. Again, plenty of sunshine, blue sky, no rain in the forecast. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. As we said, dry all week long. We'll dip down to 51 on Wednesday with a 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze. This is going to feel even colder, so kind of a brisk and cold day coming up on Wednesday. Things begin to improve on Thursday. We'll be in the upper 50s, back in the low 60s by Friday. Our next chance of rain not coming until Saturday, and right now I think most of this will be late in the day on Saturday and particularly Saturday night. So if you got Christmas shopping to do in the early part of the day on Saturday, should be okay. It will be warm once again, just like last weekend. Temperatures in the upper 60s, about a 40% chance of rain late in the day. We'll up those rain chances Saturday night. That's when the bulk of the rain will be here, to about 70%. We'll hang on to a rain chance, about a 50-50 rain chance early in the day on Sunday as you're going out to church and Sunday school, and temperatures Sunday afternoon should cool down a bit again. So we'll go from temperatures a little bit above normal to temperatures a little bit below normal as we head into next weekend. We've had some rain. It's helped things out a little bit, but we have a long way to go. This is the latest departure. What were we talking about? A departure on precipitation. Looking here at Calhoun and Cleburne counties, this is what we have received as opposed to what we normally receive this time of year. Typically, we would be looking at the precipitation about 3 to 4 inches more than what we've received in the last month. So basically, this is the month of November. And for the month of November, which is typically one of our wettest months, we are 3 to 4 inches, about 3 inches in most of Cleburne County, about 4 inches in all of Calhoun County, below what we typically have for this time of year. That's not a good thing. We are still in a drought situation, still in a severe to moderate drought across most of East Alabama, with no rain in the forecast coming up until the weekend. Join me back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We'll have your breakfast forecast for all of East Alabama. But right now, a lot going on in sports locally, particularly wrestling and basketball at the high school level. Namath Pitts has the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Basketball continued Friday evening, and we have all the scores from this past Friday. In case you didn't get the scores over the weekend, let's go ahead and show you guys the scores, starting with the Alexandria Valley Cubs boys. The Alexandria Valley Cub boys were victorious to stay undefeated on the season after defeating Ohatchee by a final score of 79-23. The Alexandria boys stay undefeated with a 79-23 victory over Ohatchee. The Winterboro boys and Donahoe boys went head-to-head in Class 1A, and it was the Winterboro boys getting the win over Donahoe by a score of 59-52. In White Plains and Cleburne County, this is Class 4A matchup. White Plains got the win over Cleburne County 60-39. Coach Chris Randall's team still only one loss on the season, and that loss was to Oxford to start the season as they continue their surging hot start to the season. The Walter Webber Panther boys get their first win of the season as they defeat Jacksonville Christian Thunder 59-54 on the road. The Walter Webber Panthers victorious over JCA 59-54. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles went to Faith Christian Friday night, and it was all Golden Eagles as they got the win over the Faith Christian Lions and Corey Hughes' team. Jacksonville wins 75-39. The Hooks Bluff boys and Sax boys went head-to-head in just boys matchup. It was the Hooks Bluff Eagles getting the win over the Sax Wildcats by a final score of 78-32. In girls action, the Alexandria Valley Cubs got the sweep for Alexandria as they defeat Ohatchee 37-33. Again, the Alexandria Valley Cubs girls with the 37-33 victory over Ohatchee. White Plains girls also get the win over Cleburne County 58-43 as the sweep continues for the White Plains girls as well as they defeat Cleburne County 58-43. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles also got a sweep for the Golden Eagles as they defeat Faith Christian 78-28. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles girls get the win over Faith Christian 78-28. It wasn't going to be a sweep for the Webber Panthers. Their girls fall to Jacksonville Christian as the Thunder get the win over the Webber girls 51-46. Jacksonville Christian girls get the win again over Webber 51-46. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the matchups for tonight as well, starting with Mumford at home against Walter Webber. We just mentioned Webber. This is a boys and girls game. Again, at Mumford tonight, Webber makes the trip from Calhoun County to Talladega County as they go head-to-head against the Mumford Lions. The Anniston Bulldogs, this is boys and girls, are hosting Childersburg tonight. This should be a intriguing Class 4A versus 3A non-area game, but the Childersburg Tigers are going on the road to face the Anniston Bulldogs. The Spring Garden Panthers, now this is just boys. This is not the girls, so if you're looking for Ace Austin, the Alabama commit, you won't find her at Weaver tonight, but you will find the girls. You will find the boys, Spring Garden boys are going on the road to Weaver to face Coach Bowen and the Bearcats. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles are headed to face Coach Raphael Graves and the Gadsden City Titans. Raphael Graves' first season with the Titans of Gadsden City, former coach at Sacred Heart, so he has some experience going head-to-head against Jacksonville. The Golden Eagles go on the road to Gadsden City tonight to face the Titans. The Pleasant Valley Raiders, Coach Hood and the boys, also Coach Muncher and the girls, are both going to Ragland. This is a rematch from a game earlier this season. The Pleasant Valley Raiders tonight are on the road at Ragland. That is both boys and girls. This one's also boys and girls. It's not a county rivalry, but a little bit of a rivalry in other sports. Cleburne County Tigers on the road at Randolph County tonight facing the Tigers. Again, it's a battle of Tigers as Cleburne County goes on the road to Randolph County. It was also an action-packed weekend for wrestling. The Lamar Wade Memorial, the Coach Lamar Frog Wade Memorial Tournament had its first ever appearance. Also, the Lincoln Golden Bear Classic and the ESB Homecoming. Let's give you guys the final scores team-wise from the tournaments this weekend. Starting with the Lamar Frog-Wade Memorial. It would be the Oak Grove Tigers from Birmingham who would get third place. They scored 153 points as a team to finish third place. Second place was Coach Frank Hartzog and the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Coach Hartzog's team scored 155 points, and they get second place. The winner of the first ever Lamar Frog-Wade Memorial Wrestling Tournament was the Weaver Bearcats, as the Weaver Bearcats scored 171 points. Let's take a look at the Lincoln Golden Bear Classic. It is Elmore County that makes the trip to Lincoln, and they get third place with 159 points. The Clay Chalkville Cougars, fresh off making the Super 7 in football, they get second place at the Lincoln Golden Bear Classic. They score 163 points to get second place. And the winner of the Lincoln Golden Bear Classic was the Oxford Yellow Jackets, who scored a team-high 171 points as they take home first place at the Lincoln Golden Bear Classic. The ESB Alabama School for the Blind Homecoming Tournament was a duels tournament, and it was Alabama School for the Blind getting third place. They went 3-2 in duels, and so they would end up in third place. The second place was New Hope making the trip from Madison County as they finished 4-1 in duels, with their only loss coming to Piedmont. And the winner of the ASB Homecoming Tournament would be the Piedmont Bulldogs, who finished with a undefeated 5-0 day in dual play. That's all the wrestling action from this weekend. That is all the basketball matchups for tonight. Other than that, that is it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.